Hello, hi, it's your girl Minspie, and today I have a sneaker unbox. These are some shoes that I've been trying to get my hands on for a while, and they kept selling out back to back, but today I am blessed enough to have them and share them with you. Hopefully they do come back in stock and more colors and more variations come out, so then you can get your hands on a pair and also, get a bit crafty with me as well. Let's get into it. So this box is our basic box. I'm not going to talk much about it. It's the same size, color, branding as you would find for most Nike shoes, But what I did find really interesting is that inside you have another piece of packaging that holds the actual sneakers. And on this packaging, you can see like all the different texts of what to do and what you shouldn't do with these shoes. So like, it's telling you to be creative, but it's also telling you like, don't use these particular things because it could damage the actual shoe, as well as giving you some tips. So I really like that. The shoe itself is actually really cool, and I wouldn't even mind rocking it just like this, to be fair. Like, it's got this off-white type of, color seeping through. We kind of mess with it, it's kind of nice. But of course, we're here to get busy and to get creative. This packaging is like, it was really strong. I can, as you can tell, but it has this like, I guess, this tape that was sealing the bag together. Just take the shoes right out and, there we have it. Look at it. It looks really good actually in this lighting. It looks really, really nice looking back. Around the shoe, we just see little dotted lines. This is basically where the fabric ends. So when you're ripping away at the fabric ends at these dotted lines. We have a good quality lace. It reminds you of the lace of the inside outs. Question mark sole. And just more tearaways and more tiny scissors around the whole shoe. I love the sole, especially. The sole of the shoe is a lot thicker than your average Air Force. It gives me platform vibes, which, I think this is really cute. It's a nice touch to it. The shoe itself is a really creative shoe, and I have seen examples of this where it could be color changing, or you can burn the fabric away and it's another fabric underneath. I know that Sean Weatherspoon had a shoe that was supposed to come out with Nike, but it never did. It was like one fabric on top, like a flower fabric, and then when you rub against it or when you tear it away, it's another fabric underneath. Or you can let it wear out basically, and over time that fabric, comes through. A lot of shoes are like this. A lot of Jordans are like this as well. I'm sure that there's some color changing Jordans and color changing Air Force Ones, but at the top of my head I really can't get a name out. As you can see, I did go in with some scissors. Listen, I would recommend to be really careful, because what I noticed is that with this type of fabric outside the shoe, you've got to really rub against it like really hard at first to kind of like warm it up so it's not so stiff and frigid and hard to really work with. But once you do that, you rub your thumb up against it, and maybe if you try and use the aglet, they said use the aglet, but the aglet did not work for me at all. So I just went with my finger, and yeah, basically that was it. I tried my hardest and I tried my best. But can you see that blue? That blue was gorgeous to see, honestly. Like, it felt like I really accomplished something. I got really tired, and I have this blackhead kit, so of course I'm going to wash it afterwards. But what I decided to do was use that to try and get underneath that fabric, just to lift it up and properly tear it away. It worked really well, but then I also realized that tweezers would work really well as well, especially for the places of the Nike swoosh where I can't exactly get my actual finger underneath that fabric. So I used it to kind of like pull back the fabric and get it out of the stitching, and then I would take the rest of the fabric away with just my fingers. Going around the shoe, I can't lie, this was difficult. It was hard. I can't even lie, I was tired, absolutely tired. And that it just goes to show that you need a certain amount of patience to get through this, I should say. But as you can see, I'm really trying to rub up against it, and as I'm rubbing up against it, can you see that that color is seeping through? So the more I rubbed, the more the color, you know, seeped through, and the easier it got to actually pull that fabric off. So definitely that was the technique I used. Once again, as you can see, I'm using the tools to my advantage, and I went around the whole front of the shoe because once again, can't use my finger to exactly, you know, go underneath that in a sense. But just look at it. It's just it felt really good at this point because it's just like, okay, like colors are actually coming through. It's looking all right. Let's keep going. I've gone now onto the orange type of, it looks a bit yellowish, but orange yellow area was quite easy actually, probably the easiest. The only thing that was probably difficult was going around the swoosh, but as you can see, I just got it done, man. But at the end of the day, listen, the shoe's not supposed to be perfect. It's not supposed to be the most perfect, cleanest cut, you know. That's why it says be creative, like do your own. Some people can just cut up, you know, you can just do a couple scratches here and there and cut it up and that's your shoe. At the end of the day, I like that they've given you this freedom to basically do whatever you want. But me personally, I like to think of myself as, you know, all the way out there, but I wasn't really with it. I just wanted to get all the colors out, and plus I just wanted to see it, you know. The only con I have about this shoe is that as soon as everything's ripped away, that's it. You can't really go back, you can't really change much. Like, that's basically it. And it's kind of sad because it's like, you enjoy it. Actually, I am absolutely lying. You don't enjoy it. I can't lie. It was tough. Like, the fabric just weren't budging in some places, and it was just a bit, it was too much. It was way too much. But once you start seeing all those colors come through, you kind of enjoy it. It's just like, oh, this looks good, you know. The front tab was really like, I like that color that came through. Really amazing color and really good attention to detail on the actual, you know, material used for that front bit, and the back. The back had this like leather. It was really nice, really good quality. Like, you could see like just the quality shining through it. So I really enjoyed that, because I've seen a lot of people not actually remove the fabric from the front. I guess they think the green ruins it. I don't know. I went around it with some scissors because I can't come and kill myself, you know, like trying to peel every little last, you know, bit off my hand. But you just got to be really careful at this point. I just made sure to be very careful so I can get a really good end result. And there we have it. Like, that is the shoe in comparison to, you know, what it was before, you know. Just gorgeous, mate. Just wait for the transition. It's coming. It's coming. All right, are you ready? Are you ready? Mate, absolutely amazing. Give myself a round. It wasn't bad. Not a bad transition. Don't even lie. Don't lie. But I did the rest of the shoot off camera. I didn't want to waste you guys' time and my own time, you know, doing this on camera, and, you know, batteries dying. But as you can see, it's not the cleanest, you know what I mean? Like, it's still quite rough in places, but this is how I liked it. And this is how, you know, it should be, you know what I mean? And it looks gorgeous. I can't lie. It's absolutely gorgeous. Sizing and comfortability, I can't lie, it just fits like a normal Air Force. Sizing, I would have got a half size down though, because the 5 slips off my foot, and normally I am a 5, like just straight up 5 in Air Forces, but sometimes I feel as though I need to drop just half a size, like to a 4.5, and definitely in these I thought it would have been best to just drop a size, purely for my comfortability, because I don't want it to feel like it's like slipping off my foot when I'm walking. But yeah, the pricing was £85, which I think is amazing. A really good price point. Just because it's a special Air Force doesn't mean that it takes away from the original Air Force pricing. This was the flat fee. Like, this is not because they're junior size or anything. No, this was actually for a range of sizes. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, it's very different, of course. Like, it's not, you know, my usual type of video, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm just going to insert 2 of the outfits that I've styled with these, and I'll definitely have more that I'll be showcasing on my Instagram. So if you need any more outfit info, just make sure to check out my Instagram. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all them things there, and I will see you in my next video. Stay blessed, stay sweet, and stay very safe.